Welcome to another video. We're doing another worst to best of the books I read, this time July to September 2023, quarter 3. Let's go. Book wrap up. Wrap up. Okay. So, spot number 12 of the worst is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I read this as an ebook and I gave it a 3.5. Listen, this book wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad. It just probably wasn't for me. Okay. This is my first foray into dark romance. It was scary for sure. Like, oh wait, let me just give the plot. It's basically a retelling of Peter Pan, but where the villain gets the girl. And so there's a whole series of these books. There's some other Disney villains romances, and it wasn't bad. Like the violence was, pretty violent. But I didn't hate it. I just didn't really love it. I don't know if dark romance is for me, although I might try it again in the future. But yeah, 3.5. Next book on my list is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. Gave it a 3.75. Also read it as an ebook. So this book, if you don't know, it's about this girl. She goes to the summer house with these two boys, they're brothers, every summer. But then this summer things are different, and she's always had a crush on one of them, and things change and everything, right? It wasn't bad. I felt like it was a bit young. Obviously, it's young adult, so I don't hate young adult at all by any means, but sometimes it feels a little bit juvenile for my taste. So I didn't hate it by any means, but it was my favorite in the series. As you'll see, they just got better, in my opinion. So 3.75. Next book, It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. I gave it 4 stars. I also rated it. I also read it on as an ebook. And yeah, this is the second book in the series. I felt like it got better as time goes older. Went on its next summer. Belly's older. I felt like the writing kind of matured along with Belly. She's the main character, by the way, if I didn't mention that. But yeah, I enjoyed this more. It was sad, some parts of it, but it was good. I thought it was good. And I gave it 4 stars. Next book, number 9, Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden. I give it 4 stars. I listened to it as an audiobook. Listen, Frida McFadden rarely misses, and this was another instance where it was just a good book, okay? The cover is a little bit creepy, I will say that, but this story is basically about a woman. She's a YouTuber, and with that YouTube popularity, she's started to get some interesting, a little bit scary messages. She apparently people know her secrets, and she doesn't want to get them out. This one was maybe, I mean, I do like a lot of Frida's books. This is probably up there in my top favorites. And yeah, it was good. It was creepy. It was fun. I like a good thriller. So yeah, 4 stars. Next book, another Frida McFadden book, The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden, also listened to as an audiobook, and I gave it 4.25 stars. So this book is about a woman who really wants to have a baby with her husband, but she hasn't been able to have a baby. So someone actually volunteers to be a surrogate, and things go downhill from there. And this was good. This was good. I think I don't remember suspecting the ending, and I don't know. I gave it a 4.25 at the time, so obviously one of my favorite Frida books. So there you go. Next book, number 7, We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. 4.25, read as an ebook, and this is the last book in the Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy, and I thought it was good. I thought it was a good ending to the series. Um, yeah, I love a good love triangle for some reason. So, this kind of wrapped it up, and it was good. I thought it was a good book. 4.25. There you go. Next book. Oh, okay. Next group of books. The Mind F series by S.T. Abbey. I went to our website and realized it's supposed to be because it's stabby. Because obviously, as you'll hear as I talk about this book, it's a very stabby book. Um, there are 5 books in this kind of bind up. I read them each individually, and I gave them between 4.25 and 4.75 stars. I read them as ebooks, and I really enjoyed them. So basically, the Mind F series is a book about a serial killer, and she dates an FBI agent. Yes, is as good as it sounds because I know it sounds good, right? Listen. So she's out here killing people, getting revenge, retribution for stuff that happened in her past. Obviously, serial killer killing a lot of people, and this FBI agent is assigned to the case of this serial killer, trying to figure out the MO. See if they can track him down. They try. But anyway, this was really good. I enjoyed the series. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was unique, and it was good. It wasn't as gory as other, the book previously I talked about Hooked, which was my lowest book. I think honestly, I might have just gotten accustomed to the kind of more violent books, but this is, I guess, a dark romance because obviously serial killer romance, you know. So on the left here, I have my kind of ranking of what book got what place. So the second book in the series was 4.25, and then the fourth book in the series up at the top, well, at the bottom of the screen was 4.75. So, you know, it was a good series. It was a good series. I would recommend it. And finally, in the number one spot, The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, 5 stars. Listen, this is my favorite book. Like, actually, top favorite book ever. I only started reading again, like, as an adult, like, in 2022. So, you know, there's some more books I can read that have potential to become my favorite, but this here is my favorite book. Um, I just ordered like a special edition of it. I'm so excited to get it because, you know. But anyway, enough about the fact that it's my favorite book. I listened to this as an audiobook and also read it along. You know, so I could annotate it and everything. It being my favorite book, of course. But anyway, Sun is Also Stars about Natasha and Daniel. They meet one day and it's a romance and it happens across the time span of the one day. And it's just I can't explain it to you, okay? It's just a good book. Just read it. Please just read it, okay? 5 stars. It'll always be 5 stars. If I'm old and gray and reading YA, mind your business, because I'm gonna keep reading this book over and over. Okay, 5 stars. Anyway, here's a recap. The covers for the Mind F series are interesting. I didn't want to use the other covers because they're kind of sus. So if you want to find those, they're obviously online on Goodreads and everything. But anyway, this is the recap of all the books I read in quarter three of 2023, from the best to the worst now. And yeah, it was honestly a little bit of a dark, a dark theme. With actually, it's just YA and then dark romances and thrillers. So there's a little bit of range, but not that much. Anyway, recap. And then here are my stats. I read 12 books total. 9 of them were ebooks. 3 of them were audiobooks, and one was a physical book that I read along with the audiobook. 1,931 pages read and 24.25 hours listened. So yeah, that's my quarter three of 2023. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for quarter four, which won't be as overdue as this one is. Goodbye.